I just want to know who it is. People in the back getting the drinks, people in the audience. If you're here for the first time, raise your hand. Round of applause for them too. I got this crazy concept that always comes to my mind, that all of y'all are like family to me. The Ummah is like family. Anybody close to the Ummah is like family. Wholeheartedly, sincerely believe this. And on top of that, I believe that every single person here, whether they know it or not, has a very valuable story to tell. One thing about being a poet, which I was reminded that I'm still a poet, is that you start picking ideas from random places, the most random places. And it allows you to create things where other people wouldn't necessarily be able to create it. And one thing I think we're all able to create, if we really tried, is the concept of understanding how much value a person who you meet for 3 seconds brings into your life. Just a hello. Somebody who opens the door for you, somebody that tells you one thing about an industry that you have no idea about, somebody who did a kind gesture, somebody who did a rude gesture, somebody who's laughing while I'm talking. No, I'm joking. That's my brother. What's going on? Y'all are instigators. Man.
You don't let him talk to you like Alex?
That wasn't Alex. Was it Alex? It was. Oh, okay. I won't mess with Alex.
It has to be him if I'm instigating.
Yeah, I would never mess with Alex. But what I would say is, and what I'm trying to say is, don't ignore the inspiration. Feed
avoid, which is using AI in inspiring my art. That's artificial inspiration right there. Would you like to say something? Of course. Go beyond the stage.
Yes. Let me go on the stage. Assalamualaikum. As y'all know, my name is Mariam, and I usually come and present on the stage. But tonight, my friend Victoria, who said that who's never came to the stage and present anything, said if I go on the stage and I say something, it can be anything, she would come and present. So here you go, Victoria, get ready. Your turn is coming up. I'm here. So I'll be waiting for your presentation. Can you give her a clap, please?
just like that. Boom. Okay, Alex, how we looking? Is it a live stream right now?
Yes.
We're on live? Let's make somebody famous real quick. Who wants to be famous? Yo, you know deep down inside you really want to be famous. You don't have to act shy now. She said, Wallahi what?
No. She tricked her friend. She made her say, Wallahi, she'd do it. And now that's it. She's kind of stuck. So.
Does she know what Wallahi means?
Yeah, she got the hijab, of course. Yeah.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
The lights aren't that bright, brother. Let me. Okay. Did you want a moment before you went?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will introduce the next person. We are ready to go. Thank you, everybody, for coming back. Tired of holding the mic at this point. We want you guys to hear someone perform. So this person, it is the first time they have touched the mic with poetry in 16 years.
60.
60? No, 60. I didn't say that. No, they said it's been 16 years since they've gotten to touch the mic and do some poetry. So I would like you guys to give a warm welcome back to poetry to Ashley. Please come on up.
I've been AWOL for a while. Assalamu alaikum. It's actually been about 15 years since I've done this, and one piece I wrote one time, but it was online Bardic Circle during COVID. I was told it counts. I don't believe that. So just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit about myself and part of why I haven't done this in like 15 years. So after I got married, had a kid, I kind of lost myself for a good decade. One thing and the other, got too involved with my kid, tried to be somebody that I wasn't, got 3 incurable chronic illnesses that had me bedbound for half a year and in a wheelchair for 2. So yeah, it was a long decade, but the last 5 years I've been reawakening to myself, trying to figure out who I am apart from being somebody's mom, apart from being somebody's wife. And yeah, it's been a bit of a journey. Started going back to school, started costuming, started following my dreams, having dreams again. Didn't feel like I could do that for a long time. The last 4 months have been tumultuous at best. A lot of changes in my house, a lot of changes in myself. So I have 2 new pieces that I've written. Pretty short. First one is called More Than Enough. I've spent too many years shrinking myself, minimizing my dreams, trying to fit into your idea of who I should be. And I'm done. I don't need to be anyone but myself. I was always more than enough. I don't want to live a small life. I was made for something greater. I don't want complacency. I want something extraordinary. Because I was always more than enough. From under the rubble, I've been slowly awakening, beginning to breathe again, beginning to dream again. I am not broken. I have strength and resilience that life has trained me for. I know who I am. And I was always more than enough. I will not hide anymore. I will be no one but myself because I am enough. I will not hold myself back, bite my tongue, or hide my pain. I will wait for someone who can hold me when I come undone. I am enough. Out of the fire, out of the ash, of the shell of myself, I had let myself become. The phoenix rises from what was always there. And I lost the other one. I'm done.
Is that enough clapping for 16 years? Come on now. Come on now. That's it. MashaAllah. That is wonderful. All right. Now, we're going to do some crowd work. Sister, are you ready? You ready to go or no? You are? Awesome. Okay. And remind me of your name? Victoria. Welcome to the stage, Victoria.
Assalamu alaikum. So this is the proof that we have to take care of what we say. I was not prepared, but I'm going to read something. I'm going to translate something I wrote thousands of years ago. But yeah, who I am. I grew up with a smile privilege. Yeah, this face could open doors, turn a no into a maybe, let me slide out of trouble, like shadows sleeping under a locked door. But then a bell dropped in my mind, and the words started spinning, like I was caught between the wall and the sword. And I caught, and I caught, and I caught. but it's never enough. I'm not enough Mexican. I'm not enough Muslim. I'm a puzzle with missing pieces. And I show you only the part you might like the most, never the whole picture, never me. I shapeshift. I change until I don't even recognize. I shapeshift. I change until I don't even recognize the reflection in the glass, and still I don't belong. Tell me, it is paranoia to feel the words against me, or am I just seeing clearly now, finally tasting how sharp the world really is? Am I an alien inside my own skin, or did I just trade the veil of my eyes for the veil of my heart? The work makes less and less sense every single day, or maybe it never did. Maybe all of this begins and ends with the question I can answer, who I am.
That is what happens when you get up on a stage after having been challenged by your friend and being forced to say, and then having to reckon with God. That's good friendship right there.
Tell them there's some people that don't know what wallahi means.
Yeah, if there's some people in here who don't know what wallahi means, essentially what one person did was blackmail someone into swearing to God that they would get on stage. It's a trick we've been doing since we were kids. You tell your siblings, say wallahi you didn't do it, and then that's it. It's a trump card, because if they say wallahi, that's between you and God. Anyways, that was beautiful, being able to see someone come up unprompted. So I'm gonna reopen this. Is there anybody here, unprompted or prompted by someone forcing them to say wallahi, who would like to come on stage and perform? We have two? Okay. If we got, okay, if that's a poet, huh? Asma?
That's Bibi, yeah.
That's okay. Well, this is a poet.
Yeah.
This even I'm aware. We have greatness in the room.
You know.
You know?
Yeah, you know.
Maybe we could save that for one or two steps after this. But is there anybody else in here?
I don't think.
Okay, if I'm your ride home and you want to get in the car, you want to get on up here? Come on up here, brother. If you're trying to get in this car. This is my friend Khalid. He is visiting from Dallas, but let's be nice, okay? Even though it's Dallas, we got to be nice. Khalid, come on up here. Give us a little bit of a poem so we can get a brother on the stage to mix it up. Jazakallah khair for coming on up. And can we give him a warm welcome? Because he just got here a few hours ago. This is sleep-deprived Khalid.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. I'm very lucky and honored to witness, to listen, and to learn. I don't appreciate being blackmailed. Yeah. But like I said, I think I'm lucky to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm definitely honored. The theme tonight wasn't, I'll be honest, the poem was not written with it in mind, but I think I have a couple of thoughts on it just in general. To go beyond the stage, I think in general, art should be a reflection of life, but it should be something that spurs you into action. If art does not make you move, it wasn't honest enough. If art does not feel like you dipped a pen in blood and wrote it across the page or scratched across the canvas or so on and so forth, maybe you're not digging deep enough. I think right now in the world, there's a lot of really horrible, awful things that we see on our screens constantly, that we hear about from different corners of the world. And maybe we feel a bit helpless. But I think it's important to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired us for a reason. He gave us Islam, He gave us the ability to think, to ponder, to reflect. And He commands us to act. And so if He sends you in some inspiration, it's definitely important to put that out into the world. Even if it's just between you and God and a little piece of paper, or it's a venue like this, which once again, I am honored to witness. So I have a short poem. I don't do spoken word. I write things sometimes and then I read them. So forgive me for that. This poem is called The Bullet Sticker. I imagine even the Israeli bullets praise the martyrs in the distance between muzzle and flesh. The guns weep for their souls at the atrocities they are forced to commit. The boots and the armor cursing the flesh they protect, metaphorical fists clenched, waiting for their turn in the next life to bear witness to their possessors' crimes. The ground writhes, waiting desperately for the order from Allah to open her terrifying maw and swallow whole the tyrants. The entire animal kingdom in ranks, patiently waiting to be called by Allah, hoping desperately that they get to be the ones called to decimate this evil. The lions of the desert, the ants of the hill, the birds of plain, the fish of sea, the wolves of forest, and the snakes lying in wait. And the ranks and ranks and ranks of angels, furious at the desecration of those whom Allah loves, whose hearts cry out for dying families, but their tongue only speaks that which Allah loves. Multitudes on multitudes, righteous anger as they follow the mujahideen, the ghosts of the field. The ranks of the worshippers, fevered bodies, eyes red and hearts torn, they wait for the call. All of creation waiting patiently for Allah's promise for Israel to fall. Thank you very much.
Can we get one more round of applause, please? Please. Thank you. Okay, and with that, we will move to the next group of people who will be coming up and talking about a couple of pieces of art. So we have, let me see, Annalisa and Maria will be talking about some artwork that they have. So please come on up. Let's give them one more round of applause as they get on up here. There you go.
I go first? Assalamu alaikum. I'm Maria, this is Zain, and this is Annalise. So thousands of families all across Lebanon have been displaced. So me and my husband Zain are going to be traveling to Lebanon to distribute aid. 100% goes to donations. And Annalise here with her beautiful paintings has decided to give her proceeds to us for our campaign. So if you guys support her beautiful art, you are also supporting our campaign. Here's Annalise.
Assalamualaikum, everyone. Yeah, so these are my paintings. I don't do art professionally. I do it just for me, and it's like a therapeutic thing for me. I tend to feel very disconnected to my culture, being, just now this year going to Puerto Rico for the first time. I got really inspired being over there, and now I like to create art with the center theme of being Islam and my culture. So I've created these. I've done a Colombian flag. I've done a Mexican flag. So if anyone would like something similar to this, I also have done one with a hijab and not just the niqab. So if anybody wants their flag painted and you want your money to go to a good organization and for a good cause, then you can come speak to me and we can, discuss and figure out what we can do, inshallah. But yeah, this is just another painting of mine that I've done. I just completed this like 2 days ago. It took me like one night to do. But it was just like kind of inspired by, what would a morning in Puerto Rico be like? So you have like the coffee and stuff, and then you can't probably see it from the audience, but there's a little mini hidden coquilla in there, which is kind of just like a little like thing I added so that it could feel more personal. Yeah. So yeah, again, I don't do it professionally. The most like I was taught was probably like middle school art. That is the most I've done. So it is not perfect, but it's something I'm passionate about. So Jazakallah khair, everyone, and thank you.
Amazing. Let's try and support as we can. Next up, we will have a poet coming on up. Can we give it up for Sister Bibi? Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. You guys are in for a treat.
Okay, can you fix this?
Yeah.
I don't do these. I always
Fine, I'm just
triple
get
them. So, yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Hold on. Like that? Can y'all hear me? Yeah? Okay, cool. Sorry. All right. So it's been a long time since I performed. It feels good to be up here. Let me just start by saying that. So I'll just, what is the theme beyond the stage? I think that means like when you go beyond the surface, it's like transcendent. Like it's real, it's raw. Are y'all ready for me to be raw with y'all? Okay, because I'm ready to be raw with y'all, okay? So when I was about 15, I wanted to get married young. And I remember having an argument with my father because he didn't want me to marry who I was interested in. And so like we got into like a really bad argument. He was like, "You're marrying a sheikh, I don't care, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, I am not, like that ain't it for me. Like I understand that's what you want, but that's not what I want. So they say if you teach a woman, you educate a nation. And if you raise her right, you elevate her station. That she may become a good Muslima, a good mother, a good wife, skilled in cleaning in the kitchen and good at, but they never speak about the quality of her life, as if her very purpose was only to serve it to others. There is no shame in service, but for what it's worth, she is more than a servant, unless of course that service is for the one who is deserving of all praise. So what I'm trying to say is, Umi must have been a potter. The way she could knead emptiness into substance, how her hands could turn nothing into beans and rice that fed a family. A meal so rich it was bussin'. Every time she cooked, it was just right. I often feel like my mother poured her very life into our family's plate. I cannot recall a day when she wasn't there. Always present, always constant, her joy spilling into laughter, her heart so tender that tears welled up whenever she spoke of the hereafter. Umi taught me to love by teaching me to leave ego aside. Her mission was to make sure we had everything. The only thing missing was her. Because being selfless comes with a price. Losing oneself to the monotony of mothering, like Ashley talked about. And I know many of you had mamas just like me, just like mine, who made everyone else a priority. And when you asked how they were doing, they simply smiled and said, "Baby, don't worry about me. I'll be just fine." They say if you teach a woman, you educate a nation. And if you raise her right, you'll elevate her station. That she may become a good Muslima, a good mother, a good wife, skilled in the kitchen, in cleaning, and good at, as if her existence was written only for service. And while there is beauty in service, there is more to her than servitude. Unless, of course, the serving is to the one deserving of all praise. So what I'm trying to say is, after 3 divorces, 2 children, and 1 promise to myself that I would be the best wife I could, I was left with nothing but an engine that would, that could, that should have prayed and stayed patient. At least that's what the imams will say. While the men run the streets to the hearts of our women, they advise us just pray, as if we had stopped in the first place. See, I wanted to be just like Umi, a righteous homemaker, anchored in family, community, deen. So I stayed. I stayed in every marriage until my well ran dry, until my welcome wore thin, until my tears evaporated, until the wheels fell off, but the only thing falling was me. For Allah loves consistency, but he does not love when love hardens into cruelty, when a bond transforms into burden, when a couple can no longer be. So I stayed and I prayed until there was nothing left of me. May Allah protect and preserve our mothers. We cherish their sacrifices, but perhaps a 60-year marriage is not written in every decree. They say if you teach a woman, you educate a nation. And if you raise her right, you elevate her station, that she may become a good Muslima, a good mother, a good wife, skilled in cleaning in the kitchen and good at, but they never speak about the quality of her life, as if her only purpose was to serve. And while there is honor in service, for what it's worth, she is more than a servant, unless, of course, the serving is to the one deserving of all praise. Maybe I should have married that sheikh. Thank you.
That was beautiful. That was beautifully written. And I'm not gonna dive into it because I feel like if I do, y'all will look at me like I'm mansplaining. So I'm gonna leave it where it lies. But that was wonderful. Can we get one more round of applause for that? And then if we can pivot, we have 2 more acts for the night. Sister Sana, if you'd like to, I know you said you wanted to come up and do a poem, correct? Safa? I apologize. Safa. So we have one more poem, and then we're gonna have a conclusionary act for the night. So everyone, let's take that energy. We know that the night is, in Houston, this is young because everything stays open late, but the night is nearly done. So let's give a warm welcome to Sister Safa to give some poetry.
The mic is hot. Everybody take your phones out. Take your phones out. I know you got a phone. Hold it. Hold it. I want to see your phones in the air real quick. Put your phones in the air. It's a little black thing. Black people do this. Put your phones in the air. Wave them in the air. Let me see you. All right. You see, I have a phone. I have no heart and no home, but I have a phone. You see, I have a mind. It comes from wisdom divine, and if you leave me alone for a minute at a time, I can roam, even when I don't have a phone. You see, I have a phone. I have no heart, no home, no business that I own, no money, no currency, no degree of degradation that I can see in this nation. I have nothing, but I have a phone. I see people every day suffering, living alone, dying on their own. I have everything in my life that I want in this degree of mindset that I need. If I can just imagine and blink and think and roam, scrolling dead. I have everything I own. But you see, what am I without my phone? We got live performers spilling their truth, and all we can do is scroll. I'm in traffic on my own, knowing that a car can come towards me at any time, but then my mind looks down and says, where am I going again? Oh, that's right. My sense of direction is misdirected because I have never, ever recalibrated that was in my mind. I have something in my pocket all the time, wondering where it went, where did it roam? Where the heck did you put my phone, Muhammad? Where is my phone? All right, hold on. You see, I got 3 kids. I got things to do. I got a high schooler. I got an elementary schooler. I got things to check. I got checklists. I got things to check off my list that are in my other list. I got Pinterest. I got notification. Oh God, I'm on Muslim match again. Let's delete that. I have everything that I ever thought that I could own on this phone. I thought I was losing my mind for a moment in time. I thought I was missing myself to some degree. I looked into the mirror. I took a selfie. Hold up your phone. Hold up your phone, take a selfie a little bit off the stage. Let me see you. Let me see me. Turn the page. I feel a little bit better. You know, I feel a little bit more cocky, a little bit more superficial, a little bit more ego. But let me lose this phone. Let me lose everything I own. You got your bank statements, your bill, your thrill. You got your Quran. You got your relationships. Every connectivity that you own is on this phone. There's a sense of misdirection. There's that sense of product and communication as infinite as our wisdom of God could be. But let me lose that phone and I lose a sense of me. As strong as I am and as strong as to a degree, we can only see what the phone allows us to see. It's always in our hand, it's always in our palm, it's always in the back as we are tinkering. In antisocial behaviors, it is the epitome of this generation. It is a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of progress. Let's pay a bill here, let's relinquish a fear here, let's find some connectivity, someone all right to love me for a night, someone to give me a like. Let's find some sense of self, some sense of wealth, and everything I own. Hold them up high, let me see your cell phones. Hold them up high, let me see your cell phones. Hold them up high, let me see your cell phones. Place them down, take them out your hand. Tell me who you are, make a stand. Tell me who you are without them in your hands. Tell me who you are when they cut off the grid. Tell me who you are when you're not just some selfish little kid buying something else on Amazon because your heart can't connect the right way. When you sway a little bit from the Dean, the Sorat Musa King, you find a little bit of something that means something, a little digital digest, a little digital diamond, something to relieve your stress. And everything that you own, remember yourself. The beauty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that we are an eternal wealth. We can tap into everything in connectivity. We can tap into our mind, our body, our spirit, and our community. And on everything we own, wallahi lazim, the next time you pick up the phone, make sure it's direct to the paradise on nice straight. All right, peace. That was a freestyle, much love.
Mashallah. That's my sister. Yeah. And I was gonna kick it off the stage. Nah.
I didn't realize he's the expert.
No.
I'm new here. I didn't know
No.
like that.
So the one thing about that piece is it's a freestyle. It was like on the spot. It was like, and ask me how I know. Say, how do you know?
How do you know?
Because like when you write, you just know, like you can tell. You can tell. It's like there's a certain pace, cadence that is very suggestive to that, the way the mind is working, right? And to come up with those concepts back to back to back like that. I don't even think about my phone like that. That's crazy. Mashallah.
I do. I'm addicted.
Oh, I didn't say I wasn't addicted. I just said I don't think about it, bro.
Who here thinks of their phone?
I'm on, yeah. I just nobody here missed anything.
Say wallahi.
No, nobody. No. Transition. Okay. All right. So after. Shoot it.
Okay. So I've learned that I was wrong. We have 2 more acts starting now, but I didn't say wallahi before, so you can't get mad at me. So without further ado, just to keep Sister Zainab, would you like to come on up here and perform some poetry? And this is to promise.
Yes. Can I have the stand?
Yeah, of course. Do you want me to stand?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Is this good?
I think so. Pretty tall, but
Higher?
yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Set it in there.
You're making the whole work tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. So I did not say wallahi, but I told Bibi Watts that I would get on the stage if she got on the stage. So now I'm here. It has been a while since I've been on the stage. I'd say probably the last time was 2016. I am a writer. I teach English for a living. And so I find myself before you all. I wrote this about a month ago at a time where I wanted to keep something below the surface. And I've learned over time that sometimes it's okay to bring those things beyond the surface. That sometimes the bad things or the ugly things that happen to us happen for a reason. Sometimes they're a gift and we don't really know it. This is called The Beauty of Betrayal. Betrayal is a gift wrapped in razor wire. It cuts before it opens. You were supposed to be shelter, proof that loyalty still existed. The one I called friend, the one I trusted to guard the door when I had laid my armor down. I let you in, I let you close, I let you see me unmasked, and you wore my truths like trophies. I trusted you with my secrets, and you sharpened them into knives. I trusted you with my heart, and you taught it how to bleed. The one who was supposed to shield me sharpened their tongue instead. The one who promised they'd never compromise me dragged my name into their shadow, just to make their own ego shine. You stood beside me, but not with me. You clapped with one hand and held a dagger in the other. You swore protection, but protection turned to performance, and my trust became your stage. You lied with a smile so convincing, it looked like friendship. You wore my pain like jewelry, parading it to anyone who'd listen. And I kept asking myself, was I blind? Or were you just that good at disguises? But here's the beauty. Betrayal is a sculptor. It chisels illusions into dust. It shatters false promises so only the truth remains. There is beauty in betrayal because it showed me who you were. There is beauty in betrayal because it showed me who I am. There is beauty in betrayal because it showed me who I'll never be again. Every dagger you left in my back taught me how to stand taller. Every whisper you twisted into lies taught me the volume of my own voice. Every time you tried to break me, you revealed the blueprint of my strength. So thank you. Thank you for the ruin, the scars, the silence. I pulled every dagger out, melted them down and forged them into a crown. And when I wear it, I don't just survive your betrayal, I shine because of it. Thank you.
Okay, mashallah. Another stunning performance. And behave. I've known her my whole life, by the way. Sister Bibi, my whole life. Mashallah. Did you raise your hand, Akram? No? Me? Oh, it's okay. I'm going to put you on the spot. We have special guests here tonight. Plenty of them. Not saying anybody's more special than the next, but we have special guests here tonight. And, oh man, Brother Ayub in the back. He has a Palestinian flag around his, a scarf around his neck. Now, this brother is my brother. I've known him since 1998, and we've been friends for a very long time. There's nobody in my life that I can think of that has been, what's the word? Like just, he's a brother. Like he's been there for like more times than I can count. And he's the person that we brought this idea to Brother Mujahid Fletcher together. We used to travel around Houston and perform and do poetry. And we used to end up in venues that we weren't satisfied with. So we needed something different. And this is where we are today. Outside of Brother Ayub, working with Brother Ayub, I met some amazing people. Akram and Yumna, if you can raise your hand. Two amazing people. They do amazing work to cover the atrocities and the things that are going on in Palestine. Is that okay to mention? Okay, they are journalists and videographers, and mashallah, very humble people. You would never know what they do. Please. A very good source of information for what's going on in a time where it's so hard. Well, not as hard because it's the phone thing to find reputable, valuable information. It's a little difficult. Stuff is watered down, but that's a good source. So, round of applause, please. They're my favorite people, and you'll get to know them.